And there's the beauty shot. And our 4 athletes. There you have it. Louka Pitot, Gianmaria Coccoluto, Valentin Rodriguez, and Carlos Mario. I wouldn't want to put a bet or any money on this one. I wouldn't be able to call it. It's anyone's game.
It's 100% anyone's game, like you said. And for those that are just joining, this is the final heat here at the Visit Qatar GKA Kite Freestyle World Cup. So stay tuned. We're about to get started any minute now. It's going to be very, very heated, very, very exciting. Some of the biggest names. Oh, it's going to be action-packed.
Yeah, and you can see there Valentin Rodriguez just dialing down, just, you know, stretching out the limbs, just getting used to what he is going to be involved in very shortly because, let's remember, 8 trick attempts, 4 of which are counting, and then we have the variety score, which is a massive, massive impact.
No, 100%. As we saw in that last one, bumping up Bruna Kajia from second all the way into first with that variety score. Happened again in the semi-finals with Louka Pitot going from third into second place as he tapped into all those different varieties. Once again, we want to go through just the sub-families. We have the heel side family, toe side family, rewinds, combos, and kite loops. So the judges are really looking forward to having all these different moves pulled out on the water to change it up a bit, to make sure that the riders are a bit more all-around, trying all the different techniques and tricks out on the water, and to find that overall rider that can just put on a big show and make the crowd that's down here, as you can see on screen, excited and ready to get into kiting.
Yeah, everyone getting comfy. And just look at that. The palm trees are out there blowing in the wind. The flags are waving. It's a little bit chilly with this northerly breeze. You could see there the crowd rocking out the jumpers. And there it is, the Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle Kite World Cup 2023. And I have some amazing news for everyone tuning in because this is not the only time we'll be here this year. At the end of the year, we will be returning for the finale for the freestyle athletes. And there he is on your screen, one of the caddies for the riders in the final at the moment. But it's all systems go, go, go because Louka Pitot is on your screen now. The buzzer has rung and the first trick is getting dialed down.
Here we go. Louka Pitot landing that 317, that frontside 317. Here he is stomping, watching the replay. 1. Let's go for that pass. 1. Making that second one, landing it clean. Kite was nice and low. I checked it almost take out a couple people on the beach that was so low. It's going to be a tricky heat. It's going to be a big heat, but I'm sure he's amping to see the score. So let's see what the judges are going to think about that one. We're still waiting for the results to come in. But next up, we're going to have Carlos Mario Bebe from Brazil. Oh, this is going to be a very, very difficult heat. And oh, man, I'm excited.
Yeah, he's obviously his teammate and coming out of the same country, Bruna Kajia, just taking the win for Brazil. Can he do the same in this comp? He's currently going left foot forward. Let's get all eyes on Carlos Mario. All eyes on Carlos Mario with the green and the black kite. Green and black kite just jumping now. Unfortunately, we aren't able to get the shot of that one, but I can confirm he went down with the fish. He needs his snorkel gear on. He needs his fins because he's gone down as a crash. But gladly and thankfully that crash has happened early because, 8 trick attempts. So, if you want to crash, get it over with early so that you don't do it again.
Exactly. I think it's a good thing to get your hair wet, get the temperature of the water, get the feelings right, get smashed once or twice to knock yourself into place. And I have no doubt that anyone but Carlos Mario will be able to do it. But next up, Valentin Rodriguez heading out on the green kite. The green kite heading out on the water now. There we go on screen. Valentin Rodriguez, his first trick attempt. What are we going to see? Let's see what he's got for us.
Yeah, he looks fully lit up there on his kite. He's super, super powered up. Valentin Rodriguez there on your screen. Yet to do his first trick. And in the background there, you can see Gianmaria because he will be up next. But full focus now. Look at the spray coming off that board. Holding his heel edge, but switching things up to toe side.
Here we go. Chromo 5 lands cleanly. Stomps it. Going straight into it off the bat. Into that toe side family here. We can watch the replay. Got a good pop. Good takeoff on that one. Passing the bar. Landing it. Stomping it clean. Cut at a nice angle. I think that's going to be a good one. And again, he's tapping into that toe side family. Once again, they're going for that variety score. That 7 points, that final 7 points, if they tap into all 4 different sub-families, is going to create that overall score, which can completely blow things out of the window. But next up, current freestyle world champion, Gianmaria Coccoluto, heading towards us, right foot forward, captured on screen. I reckon he's going for front blind mob.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's going for.
It's a dialed first trick, isn't it, for
There we go.
Gianmaria?
That kite was down low. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if this is going to count or not. Oh, what a big one. I just saw out of the corner of the window his kite touch the water. Let's see what the judges have to think about that one. But that was massive.
Yeah, also a little bit of a butt check there for Gianmaria. So he'll definitely maybe be wanting to, just iron that one out again. He's looking over his right shoulder because just by our booth, just by the judges' tower, we do have a big, big screen which shows the riders how long they have, because it's 30 seconds they have to perform their tricks. And then once their name comes up, they are good to go and put on the foot on the accelerator and get the wheels turning.
Next up, we're going to have Louka Pitot, exactly captured on screen right now. Looking at the scores for Gianmaria's last attempt, he's having a look. Now we go. His turn. He's heading out for his second trick attempt. The black and white kite, Luca captured on screen right now. Here he goes, popping, getting that toe side edge, managing that nice chromo 5. Ooh, replying to Valentin Rodriguez. Valentin scored a 5.03. As you can see, Luca going for the exact same trick. Stomps it, I would say, pretty close to Valentin's one. They both equally was as powered. I wonder what the judge are going to think about that one. But still waiting for the scores to come in. Right now on screen, exactly Carlos Mario, Bebe, multiple-time freestyle world champion. One of the pioneers for freestyle. He was the one with Aaron Hadlow going for those doubles, going for even the triple, if I'm not mistaken. He was one of the first people in the world to land it. So we're going to see big tricks coming in from him. But there comes the scores for Louka Pitot's Chromo 5, a 5.20. So very, very close to Valentin Rodriguez Chromo 5, which scored a 5.03. But currently sitting in first place, obviously, Louka Pitot, as he had his second trick attempt. But now, Carlos Mario heading for his second trick attempt. Let's see what it's going to be.
Yes, on your screen now, just waiting and just ironing through, just getting ready to go. You can see now starts to engage. Weight goes back, fully locked and loaded. On the hill, flattens off the board, downwind, gets a little bit of speed. Doesn't quite like what was happening there. Maybe a little bit of a gust, maybe just, wasn't feeling 100% there. And you can see turns around super quickly, locks and low, dives a kite, flattens off that board, gets on that hill, pops to the moon.
Oh my goodness, a double Hinterberger 5 from Carlos Mario. That was huge. I can't wait to see the replay. There we go. 1, 2, double Hinterberger, lands it cleanly, both hands on the bar, stomps it, kite low. This is going to come in big. I'm waiting to see the scores come in from that one. But Liam, bro, that was powerful.
Yeah, that board's come down with snow on it. He went so high, mate. I mean, Jesus. That was a fantastic trick there for Carlos Mario, hoping that will score and push him up. But, it's early days. It's early days. These riders, plenty's going through their mind. Like we always mention and we always refer back to, that variety score, it's playing on their mind. So when they land one trick, we want to see something different. The judges are looking for something different. We're looking for something different. The people watching on the beach and those at home want something different. And we can see here, going up and down, making it look too easy there, Willow.
That was a massive, as we can see, back mode 5 here from Valentin Rodriguez, getting the height, getting that extension on the takeoff, landing it, stomping it, almost his butts is hitting his board. He's landing so hard. That just shows how low his kite was on the landing. I think the judges are going to think big about that one. Definitely tapping into that variety score as he went into the second hillside family. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting one. Here we go. Gianmaria Coccoluto, once again, last year's freestyle world champion, his first world title. He's definitely going to be a contender for this year's title again as he's coming in hot right now towards us, right foot forward, on screen, captured. Gianmaria going for that front blind. Oh, sticks the landing, manages to get in that tail grab. Oh, I think that's his opening trick for the heat. I was chatting to him earlier at lunch and he was just saying how, a lot of the times people have their caddies on the beach telling them the scores, how it comes in. And he's got a completely different mindset. He goes out on the water and really thinks, okay, I know my heat. I know what I need to do. Let me go do what I need to do and get it done. Whatever happens, if I win, if I lose, I just know that I've done my best. I did what I needed to do. And as you can see on the water, he starts off his heat with a banger, a big front blind mob 5, Sorry, no, a big front blind mob from Gianmaria right there, scoring a 6.13.
Yeah, it's his dialed down trick. He would have forgotten about that first one and thought, I've crashed that one. You know, although I've got 8 trick attempts, I'm going to treat it like 7 now, because he would have put that in the back of his mind, do his first trick that we always know, which is that front blind mob, and he's gone and done it, scored that 6.13. And I just want to refer, just while we have eyes on Louka Pitot before he does his trick, back in Brazil, the huge heat that we saw Gianmaria Coccoluto do, where he scored a 38.74, one of the highest, if not the highest score of the year that we saw, a 38.74, and that was against Eric Anderson coming out of Brazil, Manuel Suarez and Valentin back in Taiba, which was a memorable event. But right now, full focus on guitar, full focus on Louka Pitot, who's just got that style with ease, what I like to call a little bit of steez.
That's a good one, Liam. And as you can see on the replay here, Louka Pitot going for that front blind, getting that inversion. I always like how he gets super inverted. I've been seeing him in Le Mans training for years now, and it's just so nice. Ah, little pop blind, getting in that combination once again. That's what the judges are looking for, and he tapped right into it. So let's see. Right now, we're going to have Carlos Mario coming up next. Let's see what he's got for us.
And while we wait for him to start his run, let's just have a little look on the scores. Just while Louka Pitot's score is to drop, we have currently Valentin Rodriguez in first position, Louka Pitot in second, Gianmaria Coccoluto in third, just with the one score. And then fourth position, Carlos Mario, the guy on your screen right now. Sorry, Gianmaria Coccoluto with 2 scores on the board, but that first one there just as a 1.93. So here we have Carlos Mario coming out of Brazil. Just waiting for that name to appear, and now we can sort of see him just looking over that right shoulder. You know, just saying, hey, judges, what's up? I'm ready to go. The wind's pumping, the water's flat. I want to get involved.
Here we go. Carlos Mario taking off, going for a massive 317. He landed it. He had his kite low. That was a big one from Carlos Mario. He's going to be happy with that one. As we can see here on the replay, he pulls that kite down, gets in that pass, gets that second pass in, manages to stick the landing, almost has a bit of a butt check there. He lost almost a bit of balance, but still manages to pull it off. And again, these guys are the best of the best on the entire planet. They know exactly what's needed to be done out there on the water to take a win. All of these contenders out there going for the win here today have all been on the podium, so they're not shy of being in a final heat. So they know the pressure, they know the feeling. And once again, we're going to see Valentin Rodriguez captured now on screen, coming towards us. Recently just joined Red Bull. I think he's one of those young guns that are going to be around for a very long time, giving the bit of the older guys a big run for their money.
Yeah, very, very talented rider. He spent a little bit of time over in the Dominican Republic as well, trying to get some training in before this event, and up he goes, popping around. A little bit of a grab there. Big, big butt check. I don't know if that will go down as a crash, or the judges will give him some sort of score. It's looking like some shy scores are going to be coming in there for Valentin Rodriguez, but it's not going to be one that he's going to be proud of there. He's going to most likely want to attempt that trick again. Good job. He's got 8 chances, because up next, Gianmaria Coccoluto.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. He's going to go for his third trick attempt. As you could see, Valentin went for that rewind, but just didn't get into get the landing on that one. He wanted to go for that pass, didn't quite get the height that I think he needed. But here we go. Gianmaria going for a massive one. There we go. There it is. The 315. The backside 315 from Gianmaria. There we go. Take off. Gets that first pass in. And what I love about it is how he lands. He lands behind the back. Shows the judges he doesn't even need to pass the bar. He lands blind, literally blind. Hits the water, stomps it, has a look, shows them that they're in control, and then just pops out of it and rides off.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, Willow. I mean, if only we could all do that, all right? Just land to blind. Thanks for coming. Thanks very much. Sign still delivered, and then just go, yeah, thank you very much. I'm off on my next trick, Oh,
yeah, exciting times again. This is the final event here in Qatar, the final heat. As we see Louka Pitot captured on screen, going for his 4th trick attempt. Oh, there it is, opening it up. Oh, what a trick. Here we go from Louka Pitot. Going fully extended on this heart attack. Manages to get that first pass, second pass in. Manages the landing on that heart attack 5. He's going for it. I think he's really going for the big dogs here. He's got 3 champions out on the water. I think he's giving them a shot, as he hasn't crashed one trick yet. And yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I'm just watching this trick and the scores come through as well, and it's looking really, really good, really, really punchy. It's definitely going to push him up into the scoreboard now, and we're on our 4th trick attempts. So, you know, plenty of time left, and you can see there on your screens, Louka Pitot bumping himself up into 1st position with a 7.23 there for that heart attack 5. So, big score there, and I just love his flow. He's very snappy, he sort of wraps right around, super quick, very, very interesting, very, very good to watch, and it's great to see him back on tour. But Carlos Mario, talking about experience, this guy knows what to do, and he's got everything in the locker. Shitting. There we go.
That was a massive front blind mob from him. He manages to just keep the kite from touching the water. As I looked out the window as he landed it, that kite was literally right there. As you can see, when he landed, the lines went slack. He came in with equal execution speed as he had it on his takeoff speed. So the judges really like to see that, you know, that they finish their trick with the speed that they need, and the power and the low kite makes a crucial impact in their scoring. But as you can see, the scores just came in from the front bad move from Mr. Carlos Mario with his 6.10. Currently, with the highest scoring scoring trick, surprisingly, was Louka Pitot's Heart Attack 5. That scored a 7.23. So I'm hoping the other guys start to see it, because I know these boys out on the water can throw down some big tricks. And man, am I excited to see some big things. But Valentin Rodriguez on screen, going for it. Double. Yo. Oh! There it is. There it is. From Valentin Rodriguez. Let's watch the replay here. As he's going for it, he loads it up. He's going in full power.
Yeah, I think he manages to potentially just save that butt check towards the end. Let's check it. 1, 2, stomps the landing. Is that a butt check? Very hard to see with the amount of spray that these riders do create. When they're coming in so hot, when they're coming in with such speed, such power, you know, they do make that spray. And unsure there. We're going to wait and see what the scores do come in with the judges. I can see some of them dialing through now, and it's looking good, Willow.
No, it's looking good for sure, and obviously it's a big move. It's a 319. It's a hard trick. It's a big trick. Again, it wasn't the most perfect execution, the biggest execution, let's say, but it's still a big move. It's a big maneuver, a technical trick. Let's see what the scores come in. It looks like the scores just came in. Currently, the judges are still working on it, but right now, Gianmaria Coccoluto is coming towards us for his 4th trick attempt. As you can see, he's taking a look at that panel, waiting for the scores to drop for Valentin Rodriguez's last trick. As you can see, he's turning around, heading back out to the left-hand side, exactly on screen right now. Current freestyle world champion from last year, Gianmaria Coccoluto from Italia.
Italia. Yeah, here he is. He's a pleasure to watch whenever he just jumps into the water. You know, he's got everything dialed down. He knows what he needs to do to take the win. And currently, you know, sitting in that 4th position, but he's obviously last to jump. Here he goes, lining himself up for his 4th trick attempt. Look there, like he maybe wanted to go for something else, and he's gone for the combo. And right up the beach, he's saying hello to all the crabs in the sand. Good job that the guys put the barriers there, because look, let's just check this one on a replay. Gets the first. I thought that he maybe wanted something else from this. He wanted a little bit more, and then maybe he decided, you know what? You know, it wasn't what I wanted. I'm now going to go for the combo. And while I'm doing the combo, I'm going to sign a few autographs at the same time.
That was amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, if you just saw Liam and myself, we were standing up. We were looking through the windows to see what was going down on the beach. As he, like Liam said, went up, probably signed 1 or 2 shirts mid-heat and went back out onto the water. So here we go. We're watching the replay. He was going for KGB 5. Unfortunately, didn't get that KGB 5 in, but popped straight into a front blind mob. I think he managed to get a grab. I couldn't see on the camera angle there. But right straight up the beach. That was so impressive. I mean, look at the kite control. He managed to stop himself before the big crowd there. Says hello to everyone. Gets a little autograph in, turns around and heads back out.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing the shots that come from that one. You know, the old paparazzi style, getting on the red carpet on the beach. But, you know, all systems go. You know, it's brilliant. You know, we love heats like this. When we get those conditions, everything aligns. Strong wind, flat water, freestyle heaven out here in Qatar. And if there's another rider out there that I really want to see push, it's going to be Louka Pitot here, just going down with the butt check. Just the first sort of mistake Louka Pitot's done in this heat.
Yeah, exactly. As you could see, managed to get that pass around there, but on that second one, when he landed blind, he just didn't get the bar in time. You could see it kind of caught behind his back there, and it just kind of came into a butt check. It might be a crash if I'm not mistaken, but we'll wait for the scores to come through and wait for them to drop on that one. But Carlos Mario, currently sitting in third place, has to go for something big here. This is his 5th trick attempt, and trust me, I know out of all people, this guy's probably got something big up his sleeve. But here we go. He is loading it up, coming in hot. There we go. Chromo lands it. Is he going to go for the combo? Not quite. He's hooked it back in. Still, he's tapped again into that toe side family as we're watching here on the screen. Goes for it. Lands it. Maybe not the biggest of them. He didn't quite get the height. He did have a lot of speed on the landing, which the judges do enjoy. But, you know, this is a final. This is a tough heat. The judges obviously are going to score to the ones that go the biggest, the ones that go and land and execute the biggest tricks out there today, you know. So we'll see what happens with this. But next up, Valentin Rodriguez. I have a feeling he might go attempt at 319 to just up that score because it is a big trick. Here we go, taking off Slim. Just not the second pass and another butt check.
Yeah, you can see the sort of frustrated there on that one, just sort of yanking the bar to say, you can do better than that. And, yeah, he'll definitely be, again, wanting to, you know, maybe go for that trick attempt again. And I'm just looking at the scores that have come and just the old beach run that Gianmaria just did. That was a combo there, scoring a 5.5, which is actually, you know, a really nice, solid combo score there from Gianmaria. And we can see on your screen at the moment, talking of Gianmaria, here he is for the next trick. What's he going to do, Willow? What's he going to do? He's coming in. Right foot forward. Look at that spray coming underneath the board. Locks in and loaded. Puts pressure on the heels. Keeping that edge. Looking fully in control. Switches to toe side. Pops up. Hello.
Oh, chrome mob. There we go. As you could see his reaction over there. He just popped it. Nasty. You could see almost his whole board on the edge there. Flips it. Lands it. So clean. Stomps it. Looks up and he goes, what are you looking for? What else do you want from me? You know, he's got it down. He knows what he needs to do. He's tapping into all those families, you know. He's touching every single one of those things that the judges are looking for. That Chromo 5 is going to give him that extra variety score towards the end. He's done his combo. He's done his toe side roll. He's tapped into the heel side families. It's going to be a tough one, but here we go. Louka Pitot going for that KGB again.
Oh.
Lands it. He is stoked. That Kite is low.
Did it touch the water, Willow?
I looked out the window, just had a little love tap. I don't think too much, but I guess that's up to the judges and not us. But here on the replay, going for that KGB, lands it clean to blind. Oh, this is going to be a tough, tough heat. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have just joined, we are currently in Qatar at the Full Ride Kite Beach Resort for the first Visit Qatar GKA Kite Freestyle World Cup of the year. There's a whole year of competitions coming up. It's exciting as ever. We're going to be traveling the globe with the world's best kiteboarders. And oh man, Liam, is it going to be an exciting one?
It's going to be an exciting one. It's a busy, busy year. But before we even get fully involved in what's to come, it's all attention out here in Qatar because 1 minute, Gianmaria is taking the lead. The other, Valentin. The other, Louka Pitot, Carlos Mario. 4 big names, 3 previous world champions. It is getting tight out there. Just looking at the scores on the board, and the scores will soon appear on your screens as well. Right now, Carlos Mario heading out, left foot forward. Had a little toe side move before this one. Not quite getting the rotations, but look, it's a combo. He's gone massive on that second combo maneuver as well. Really going to be interesting to see what the judges score that. Gianmaria's combo was a 5.50. Louka Pitot, mistake me if I'm wrong, I'm just having a little look if he had a combo score as well.
Yeah, he had a combo score, but it seems like it was a 3.57, not counting as his 4 total trick attempts, but that's fine because he did touch in that box. As we saw, Carlos Mario just went in for that combo score. He went for a big one into a back mode, so that came in as a 4.37, it's looking like, but we're still waiting for the judges to confirm that one. It looks like it's going to be a tough heat for the boys out there. Currently, right now, sitting in first place is Louka Pitot, followed by Carlos Mario. In third place, Gianmaria Coccoluto, and fourth, Valentin Rodriguez. But again, ladies and gentlemen, the current freestyle world champion is still got a couple of tricks remaining to go for. So it is going to be some big scores throwing down as we coming into the final trick attempts of this heat of the finals right here in Qatar.
Yeah, trick attempt number 6 now. That's where we are for Valentin Rodriguez. Then they have their 7th, and then they have their 8th. And is it going to go down to the wire? Are we going to see a buzzer beater? We've had a few of them in the past. You know, it keeps us on the edge of their seats. I can't stop still. I can't stop fidgeting. This is what it's all about. The sun is shining. The wind is blowing. And still, it's anyone's game. On your screen now, next to jump, Valentin Rodriguez coming out of Colombia. Spent a lot of time recently in the Dominican Republic, training hard, pushing the limits. You can see here, pushing his gear to the max. Pops up, goes round, and that's a heavy, heavy, heavy landing there. I do hope that that hasn't taken it out of him too much because he's gone up. Just talk us through this maneuver, Willow.
That KGB there. Looks like he wanted to go around to go for that second pass. As you know, most of these guys are going for minimum almost of 2 passes unless it's a mob. So these guys are going big. They're putting it all on the line. But it just seems like he just didn't get the rotation he was looking for on that one to manage to get that second pass in. But, you know, that's the name of the game. We're going to have Gianmaria Coccoluto coming in next. We're looking for him on screen. He's going for the pop right now on the blue kite. We'll have to wait and see what comes in. Maybe we can get a replay of his last move, because as I look out of the window, it looked like he almost dropped his kite. He unfortunately seems like he's crashed that one.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Willow, as well. It looked like he went down and had a crash, just wasn't able to stop that landing there.
There you can see on the screen.
Yeah, don't usually see that from Gianmaria, you know?
Well, you know, it is a finals. The guys are under a bit of pressure. It's a tough one as you got 3 world champions competing in this heat. And then Louka Pitot in his first ever final, showing the guys currently sitting in first place on screen. Louka Pitot coming from Mauritius and France. My boy from my local backyard. I'm excited to see him in this final, to be honest with you.
No, it's just, I mean, it's great to see another name in the final competing, like what you say, with the big dogs. But, you know, the level of freestyle at the moment, not just with these 4 in the final, but just in the whole ladder. You know, everyone is pushing the limits. We have the young Groms, people like Finn Flugel coming up and taking it to these guys. And then Louka Pitot, who's been out for a year. You can see they're just getting a little bit frustrated. Maybe the wind's just sort of a little bit fluky. It's a little bit up and down potentially, maybe a little bit gusty. You know, it's super flat out there. Looking now, left foot forward. Are we going to see him perform a trick this way? Doesn't look like he's shaping up. Yeah, you can see him looking over his right shoulder there, diving the kite to come back in towards the judges, in towards the beach. Are we going to see Louka Pitot get engaged here? Looks it. He's pumping around. But again, really sort of interesting. I wonder why he is out there.
I think he ran out of time, to be honest. That was his 7th trick attempt, but I have a feeling he's run out of time because he doesn't have enough power in the kite.
Yeah, well, he's coming in here. Looks like he is going to be maybe changing kites, Willow, potentially. Yep, his caddy is down there, and he's changing kites. So we have Carlos Mario on the screen now. But
Luca, just not sticking. I mean, that was a bit of a butt check. It's going to cost him quite a bit on that score. Carlos Maria is going big right now, but again, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very, very tough one. But here we go. Carlos Maria on screen, going big on the slim here. Just not getting the pass there on that slim 7. Man. But yeah, like we saw, Louka Pitot looks like he's changing to a bigger kite as he did have a missed jump attempt. As he ran out of time, he just didn't have enough wind to get the speed and power that he needed to go for his next trick. But next up, we will be having Valentin Rodriguez coming from Colombia.
Yeah, just had a little peek out the window there, Willow, and he was on his 9-meter Nash kite, and he's come in and he's bumped that bad boy up to 11. So clearly the wind is dropping out there. He's gone from his 9 to his 11.
What's so amazing to see is out on the water, as you saw on screen, Luca and Carlos Maria tapping hands. Again, like you said, the camaraderie out on the water between the athletes. You know, they travel the whole year together. Some of the people are literally like brothers. You know, it's just amazing to see the connectedness between all the athletes and riders. But again, on screen right now, Valentin Rodriguez for his 7th trick attempt, going big, and he stomps it. No! Again, just unfortunately not sticking that landing so cleanly. going for that slim once again, making that second pass as you see on screen here. Lands it, stomps it, but just off access on the landing. Kite pulled him a bit on that slim 7, but just not what he was looking for, unfortunately. He will have one more trick attempt coming up, as we will be having 8 trick attempts in the final heat today. Again, only 4 of them count, plus a 5th score, which is the variety score, depending on which categories and which families the athletes are tapping into.
And on your screen now, Gianmaria Coccoluto engages on his 7th trick attempt. Here we go. What's he got for us? We can see their pair of commanders on there just caddying Louka Pitot, but it's all eyes on Gianmaria. Pops up.
Oh, and he sticks it and stomps it. There we go. That's what we like to see from the current freestyle world champion, going for it. Big first pass, second pass, lands it again. He lands wrapped, or lands blind, but you see that he has so much control as when he stomps it, you know that he's got it in the bag. You know, he just carries on riding, cuts in the air, he's controlling it from behind his back. You know, who other but Gianmaria Coccoluto. But coming in, the score is showing for that last slim 7 is 7.37, which is his current highest score for Gianmaria now. It's a biggie, it's a big one.
And it's pushed him up into first position as well, Willow. That's just giving him that little bit of cushion there. And as we now move on to trick attempt number 8, it is going to be down to the final wire.
Let's get that camera on Louka Pitot on the black kite at the back by the FKB sign. Louka Pitot is going to be going for his last trick attempt of this heat. Will he make it? Will he land it? I think we're going to see in a little bit. But there you go on screen, coming from Mauritius, Louka Pitot. Final trick attempt in the finals here today.
What's he going to go for? What's he going to go for, Willow?
Oh, I don't know, but we're going to see it. Maybe a 317. What is it going to be? Is it going to be the rewind 317 and just not making the landing? Oh, no. Unfortunately, that's going to be a crash for Luca for his last trick attempt. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one for him because that's a big score. You know, that 317, as you're watching now on screen, he's got it powered. He's got it in. You got his tongue out of the mouth if you look closely. That's one from Luca. I thought he was going for the rewind, but gets in that second pass. But again, just slightly off access. Just not what he was looking for, to be honest, I guess.
Yeah, it's a tough one there. He's gone down. He was been sitting in first position for quite some time during this heat. But, you know, even though he did crash that and he is currently sitting in second position, there's that variety score that can come into play. And in his previous semi-final, Louka Pitot got every family that he needed to get down dialed in, and it gave him the max 7 points, which ultimately pushed him into this final. So, you know, even sitting where he is now and having that crash to finish off his heat, he could still make it into that first position. You know, second, third, he could be on the podium.
Oh, 100%. No, he's definitely looking forward to it. But again, we're going to have Valentin Rodriguez, I think, coming in next. I think we just missed Carlos Mario's trick as I saw him go for something straight off the bat, off the screen, as right now we have someone blocking the camera view.
I mean, well, it just shows you that, you know, this beach is super, super busy, you know, and I mean, although, you know, the view is lovely and we can see Qatar, this is what we want to see. We want to get fully engaged with Valentin Rodriguez. Last trick attempt. Here he goes. Flattens off that board. Gets that momentum. Edges hard. Probably wanted to go then. Here he goes. Up. Pops. Gets plenty of height and just gets that butt check again, Willow.
Oh, it eats me alive to see him go for it for the second time and just not stick the landing. You know, I was chatting to the guys earlier. Oh, as you can see, just not getting the landing, almost like Luca, slightly off access. But, you know, I was chatting to Gianmaria and the guys earlier. You know, they do their tricks 100, 200 times in a row on the lagoons in Taiba, training day in and day out. And then it gets into competition, and everything can almost be thrown out the window because there's so many different elements, actually, to the game.
Yeah.
But here we go, bro. The final trick attempt for Gianmaria Coccoluto, freestyle world champion, the current one from last year.
Last trick attempt of the event.
Oh, yeah.
This is it. Unfortunately for us here, this is it. So Gianmaria, give us something special. Give us something to get off our seats about. Let's see it. We know you can deliver the goods. Give it to us, world champ.
Here we go. And he's going for the rewind. Oh, just getting that butt check. Oh, I think that's almost going to count as a crash. I'm not sure. I don't want to call it out just yet. that rewind is just, he was tapping right into that rewind family. Oh man, this is going to be a hard one. He is currently sitting in first place, but currently, if you have a look at the screen, 25.53 for Gianmaria Coccoluto. Carlos Mario with 25.10. You know, that is so close. That's like 0.40 difference. So with the variety score, it can be blown out the window.
But then Louka Pitot, third position, 24.93. So even tighter between second and third. But Louka Pitot in third is not far off first.
Oh my goodness.
And then you have Valentin Rodriguez, who is on 21.43, which even, you know, with the 7 points variety on offer, can completely mix up and change everything.
Oh no, this is going to be so intense. I don't even know what to say.
There he is on your screen, Carlos Mario, currently sitting in second position. We don't know what's happening yet, so as soon as we get the confirmation on who is taking the win, we will let you know. And of course, we're going to have Joe down there on the beach interviewing our athletes, interviewing our winner, because right now we do not know who it is. We can see there Gianmaria coming in, getting some congratulations there from Natalie Lambrecht. And we're just having a little chat with Joe on the screen, just informing us who is going to be taking the title. And because that is all still to play for. It is all still to come in. But wow, there he is. One in Taiba. So he's coming to this event not only on a World Championship win, but an event win. Taiba last year was incredible conditions, and Qatar has delivered exactly the same. That flat water, that strong wind, exactly what these riders want. And you can see there, he seems pretty pleased. He's probably been told that he was sitting in that first position by his caddies on the beach, but obviously doesn't know yet that the variety was dropped. But Gianmaria, Carlos Mario, Louka Pitot, Valentin Rodriguez, my hat goes off to you four because you've just provided us with such a great heat to watch.
I think I'm almost falling off my chair. I'm so close to the edge, Liam. It's been an exciting one. As you can see, the vibe on the beach, the sunset is coming down. Everyone is excited. That was such an amazing event. It was day 4 out of the 5 days we're here. And oh my goodness, what conditions have we had today? We saw all types of things, but I think we're coming into the final results.
Yeah, and we're going to join Joe now on the beach because we're going to find out who is our champion here in Qatar. And as we wait just for that official confirmation to come through, and Joe just to gather all these riders together so that they all are there when we need them, we can just see, you know, we keep coming back to it. Everyone's a friend out there. Look at Natalie Lambrecht and Michaeli Sol on the right-hand side there. Louka Pitot with the dashboard. Gianmaria and Valentin, you know, getting all paparazzi'd up, all the cameras on them, and we can see the flags there, the Qatar Airways flags, the Visit Qatar flags, just flapping in the wind. It's coming towards sunset now, 5 to 5 local time. There he is, Carlos Mario, just jogging himself over. Plenty of kites still pumped up on the beach. That tide is really starting to, you know, shape up quite nicely now. The lagoon's filling up, and here we go. Joe is now down on the beach, and we're going to be joining him really, really shortly. Joe, what have you got for us?
All right, everybody. The event winner for the Visit Qatar GKA Freestyle World Cup desde Italia, Gianmaria Coccoluto. And also a big round of applause to Carlos Mario Bebé, Valentin Rodriguez and Louka Pitot. Make some noise, everybody. All right. I ain't gonna get myself in here. Maestro, grande. Up on top again. You are the current world champion. You have come in to this event. It is hard. There is competition out there on the water. You must be feeling good to start off your second season once again as number 1.
Yeah, I'm really happy to win this event, and the level was really insane. Louka Pitot, Carlos and Valentin are the best in the world, so I'm super stoked to win this. I can't wait for the next event in Colombia.
No, congratulations, Gianmaria. Gianmaria, obviously this year we've had a little bit of a change in format. Now we're seeing a variation. We're seeing you guys and girls doing new moves. It looks really interesting out there because we can see you guys going out of the box. Riders like Louka Pitot hitting the combos, hitting the switch stance. It's good to see some new innovation out there on the water. What do you think as the current world champ?
Well, I think this format is the best solution for us, for freestyle, to don't make freestyle die, to make new people come in the tour. And yeah, all the riders, they have a bag of tricks that is huge, so it's nice to see it in the comp. So I'm happy for this new format.
Wow, Gianmaria, grande, bravissimo, bravissimo. Congratulations, everybody make some noise. The event winner, Gianmaria Coccoluto.